Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel, Dio here. Today we're going to be unboxing the Skullpanda Wednesday collab, both the classic and the Academy version, and a second part where we look at Skullpanda jewelry from Pop-Up, MART'S Jewelry Brand. So recently I was in New York City and went to MART'S pop-up store for Skullpanda, and it was for the You Family series, but it was where they were selling the classic edition for Skullpanda. And the pop-up store was a really cool experience. It had a lot of displays, a lot of merch, of course. So if you want to check out that video, you could I'll link it above right here, and you click on it and watch it first before I get to unboxing what I got at the store. So these are items I got from the pop-up store. I got both of the Skullpanda Wednesday plush pendants, the Academy and Classic. And I also got some jewelry from MART'S jewelry brand called Pop-Up. So we will take a look at the jewelry first because I think it's really cool, and then after that we'll take a look at the plush pendants. So the jewelry came in a really nice bag. It's kind of cool that they kind of went away from the Pop-Mart brand using this kind of mint, almost like pistachio green. And as you can see, it's called Pop-Up, P-O-P-O-P, and that is the brand for the jewelry that they create for Pop-Mart characters. So it's a little bit more exclusive feeling and higher end. I know this brand is only available in, I believe, Shanghai right now. There's only one store that sells it, but they do sell the pieces at little pop-up stores, so I was able to get some. So as I have shown, I got two jewelry pieces, and it also comes with these two cards. So we'll take a look at the cards first, and they're really nicely branded. And I believe this might be like a certificate of authenticity or cleaning instructions. Yeah, so it's just pretty much kind of cleaning instructions and the legality of what I bought. So nothing really too interesting, but it is in a really nice envelope. And this is a silver polished cleaning cloth that comes with the jewelry. And I mean, I don't think this is really branded at all. Maybe? No, it just has like the brand name on it, Pop-Up. Very classy. It's very like I said, it kind of like derives away from that Pop-Mart kind of fun look. It's much more, elegant kind of feel. So let's take a look at the first item that I bought. We open it. It's kind of like a classic jewelry case that you get when you buy jewelry. So it comes in this nice little suede pouch. And when you open it up, I got the Skullpanda necklace. It's really pretty. So this necklace is silver. I forgot the name of it. It's a whole like a whole butterfly kind of imagery section. So this is from that collection. It's very, very Skullpanda. Reminds me of, I don't know, a bunch of different series with a frame, kind of like a broken frame right here, and then kind of butterfly motifs all around, and this kind of like star-shaped piece slanted in the center that says Skullpanda on it. I just wanted to unbox this now so I could wear it for the rest of the unboxing. I did notice this little detail at the end of the chain. You had the Skullpanda head motif. Kind of see. Nice little detail. And this chain is actually pretty long. There are 3 sections that you can kind of clasp it onto, so depending on the length that you want. I'll probably do it at the longest for now. This is the tricky part. How's it look? I know my little microphone here, so it's a little weird, but I really like it. It's very like intriguing the way that it's designed. It's a little bit like a bigger pendant, so it's not really small or elegant. So I think it's good for like more like masculine kind of looks too. And this one retailed for about 200, a little bit over 200 USD. So they're not cheap by any means. They are a little bit more of a splurge, but I feel like you don't really get a chance to buy these pieces outside of Shanghai, I believe. So yeah, I wanted to take the opportunity to get what I really liked, and I did it. And now for the second piece I bought. It is a ring. A ring. So this is the second collection that they had more of like a white finish to their silver. So there's what it looks like. It features a skull panda, that head shape again, the motif, but it has a really nice blue stone in the center that's very translucent. And at the back of it, you can actually see it's a keyhole. So a lot of like skull panda motifs that you see in the figures. I normally don't really see rings in this kind of color, so I thought it was really cool. And these rings do come in different sizes. They are, I think I got the 38s, I believe. It's like 32 to 38 or something. And 38 is the biggest, so that's why I wear. And these are actually adjustable too, but not by too much, but it has an open kind of clasp at the end. So if you ever need a little adjustment, you could slightly bend it. So it's not like easily bent, but it is a possibility where if you're like in between sizes, you could adjust it a little bit to fit. It's kind of simple and elegant without being too like overly fun or childish almost, but yeah. It's kind of subtle, you know, wearing Pop Mart a little bit more subtly. And this ring was about $120 USD. I don't know the exact numbers, but it also wasn't that cheap, but it's not too overly expensive. I would say compared to another brand in US, it'll be very close to kind of Pandora jewelry. I think it's around the same price point as Pandora rings and necklaces. So and also quality is pretty similar. So it's not like, you know, Tiffany or anything, but it's more not just for fun. It is more of like a design piece. And now we will move on to plush pendants. And let's save the best for last. And we'll start with the Academy version. So this is the Academy version for Wednesday. And it has a really nice kind of front display. It has this kind of like Gothic style window on the front. And it says kind of Wednesday in graphic all over, Wednesday Addams. Yeah, it says Wednesday Addams. And here, Skullpanda Wednesday collaboration, and with Pop Mart on the bottom. And on the sides, there's some quotes. Once in Addams, always in Addams. I'm not weird, everyone else is. And of course, it's the Nevermore Academy version. And on the other side, it's the same quote, so, or same design. So it's just repeated on both sides. So let's take a look at what it looks like. Ooh, it's very purple scheme on the inside too. And here she is. And first impression, there's a lot going on. It's very oversized clothing on Skullpanda. Gets a little bit lost in the clothes, but it's very, very like elegant looking though. Okay, and now it's free. And here it is, all freed up. So Skullpanda here is Wednesday Addams, of course, and it's in the Nevermore Academy version. And she has the uniform, kind of uniform on, with a giant oversized bow and a tie, and kind of the collar, very like extreme and exaggerated proportions. And the tie does have this nice W here for Wednesday, and it's nicely embroidered in this very, very silver thread. And there's more embroidery details on the ribbons too. This ribbon has this kind of like ombre pattern, stripe pattern, and it is printed on, so it's very, very three-dimensional. And it has a lot, like I said, more of these embroidery dots on here. And as for the face, Skullpanda has this it's very like Skullpanda look, but still kind of Wednesday Addams look too. So it's a very fitting collab. And like all the other ones, I assume the eyes do move. Yes, they do move, so. But there's also some kind of like darker makeup on the face, as you can see here. Closer up. A little bit more like shadowing on this one. And the whole body for Wednesday Skullpanda is very furry, very soft and fluffy, which it feels really good to the touch. So you could tell on the back, it's just this one color. And then the ribbon kind of wraps all the way around. And on the front, the belly has this kind of like black patch. It is not the same material as the fuzzy gray material. It's still like a soft fabric material, but it's not furry at all. It's pretty much the same material as the feet. This is like black, kind of shiny fabric, a little bit of sheen. And of course you can't have Wednesday without the braids. So the cool thing is that the hair right here is part of the face, so it's sculpted, part of the final face. And then it kind of flows through into the sides where there's kind of like almost like a hair tie. And it's a silver material, almost like it's like a silver fabric. It's on both sides. And then it turns into the classic, iconic Wednesday braids. And the braids are made out of yarn, so it's a yarn material. You can really tell that's like a yarn material from the ends where it kind of frays out a little bit. But it is tied. Yeah, it is tied, so it's not gonna come undone, the braids, thankfully. Although I feel like some people might try to play with different hairstyles, like the crybaby ones. So one thing to note is that when you open it, the braids are actually attached to the hands. And it's done with those plastic tabs. So I guess I should cut it off. But I guess for display, it's kind of nice that you don't cut it off because these braids are always on the sides. So I guess it's up to you if you want to cut it off or not. I do like, for display, it's always flared out like this. So it looks like very, very pristine and good condition. But if you, well, for the unboxing video purposes, I will cut them off. So as you can see, they flare out a little bit when it's cut off. I mean, I guess you could still kind of pull them down a little bit. But yeah, that's one thing to think about, because if you're carrying it around and it goes everywhere, then it's probably gonna get a little like messy. And last but not least, the plush head does turn. So you can turn it, but it's like, because there's so much going on up here attached, it's a little bit harder to turn. So I don't really see a reason you would need to turn the head. And there are no wires in the hands or feet, so it's not very posable. Not that you could even really see them anyways. And the ribbon for the keyring is also really nice. It's in this like silvery, sparkly colorway. And it's a skull panda on one side, and then Wednesday on the other side. It has a black keyring. I haven't seen one like this before, so it's very, very special. And now for the moment we've been waiting for, the classic edition. So this one has pretty similar packaging on the front. It has a Wednesday Addams graphic, the same shaped window, and got the same text on the bottom, but except this one is in black instead of the purple. But on the side, it has a different quote here. It says, "My roommate couldn't handle my poisonous personality." And this doesn't actually say classic edition, it just has a house on it. So, and same on the side too. But yeah, let's get to open it. And this one is black and white. Very classic. It's very, very dark. And here is the classic edition. So this one's a lot darker and pretty much very Wednesday. Wednesday here is wearing the classic outfit with a really nice pendant with a W on it for Wednesday, of course. She's also wearing a really nice dress here, and it has little skull exo motifs. They're kind of small, but they're very cute. Not too overbearing. And the plush pendant also comes with a thing figure. It's pretty sturdy, so it's kind of like a vinyl figure. And thing is, of course, a hand that Wednesday has. And I feel like on the back is where this plush pendant really shines. There's a lot more detail to look at. So on the left side of the plush pendant, we have these silver embroidered detailing. There's stars and little moon. And it says 17, I believe, and 91. I'm not sure of the significance for 17 and 91 or 1791. So if you know what that means, let me know in the comments. I would love to know. You can also see more of a dress in the back. You can see the frills that goes around the edge of the dress. And also more of that cross skull XO pattern. There's also two giant flaring ribbons on both sides. You could see it from the front too, which is kind of cool, but on the back you could really see how massive these ribbons are. As for the hair, it's the same material as the Academy version, except that you could kind of see the hair tie more clearly here. It's like a braided, I think it's like a vinyl material. Yeah, it's like a hard piece material that goes around, so it keeps it in place. And just like the Academy version, the braids are actually tagged onto the arms or hands of Skullpanda. So you could remove those if you like. But maybe for this one, I'll just keep it like this. Bottom of the feet are silver. It's a similar, pretty much the same fabric as the other one, but in silver color instead of black. And the body is actually also silver color. This white collar is actually attached to the dress, so you can't really lift it up. But you can kind of see into it where it's actually like a pendant chain that Skullpanda is wearing for this pendant. It does actually go all the way around in the back. See that chain? So it's actually a real necklace, but I'm not sure if you can actually take it off or not. This is like a single loop in the back, but it's closed, and I mean, you could really take it out if you want, but I'll keep it on there. And the ribbon for this one is the same in terms of design, but except this one is black instead of silver. And the clasp here is in silver instead of black. So it's kind of like the opposites. And as for face, here's a little comparison between the two. The classic edition definitely is a little paler, whereas this one's more, skin toned. And the eyes are also a different color. Classic has these gray eyes, and this one has more like brownish. Brownish, yeah, I say brown. This, I feel like, looks a little purpley too. But the eyes has a lot of detail too. I see a little bit like holographic detail inside the eyes. And the hair is also a different color, whereas the classic has this gray hair and the Academy has this black hair. Hair-wise, I feel like I like the Academy more. It makes more sense where it's the black hair that flows out to the side like this. It's a little bit more cohesive, whereas this one is gray hair and then the side is black. So you don't really see that connection for the classic edition. And here's a side-by-side comparison between the two plush pendants. This one feels a lot bigger just because the clothing is so like oversized and exaggerated. And this one feels a little bit more classy. But I don't know, this one's very dark. It's actually kind of hard to tell the details on them unless you get really up close, because everything is just black in color. Which, I mean, it's on point to Wednesday, but it's just a little bit harder to see without the contrast that this one has. Thank you for joining me in today's unboxing video. I'm glad I was able to show you the two versions of Wednesday Skullpanda. And let me know what you think of these. Which one do you prefer more? I know this one came out first and it's more readily available, so I feel like it wasn't really as desired, whereas this one's more of the US exclusive and everyone wants it. So I feel like people are more biased to this classic Wednesday Addams look. But yeah, let me know. They're pros and cons. I do like Thing is on this one too. That's a nice little addition. And price point, they're about the same, so let me know which one you prefer. Also, let me know what you think of the jewelry series for Pop Mart, the Pop-Up. I really like them. I like jewelry myself, so it's nice to see jewelry of a series I already love. And looking forward, and hopefully they'll bring more to the US market. I know there's a whole Hirono line, and those are really cool. So I'm looking forward to seeing those and owning some myself. And if you enjoyed this video, remember to hype, like, and subscribe, and click on the bell icon for notifications for future videos. And don't forget to check out the video description down below for links to my socials and my shop, where a lot of my duplicates and other items I don't plan on keeping are sold. And until next box, bye!